What up? It's your boy Wall Street, and I'm back. And today, I want to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves because I think a lot of people have been doubting them up until the playoffs. And the fact that they came out and quite literally smacked the Lakers in the face and said, "We're not worried about you" in game one. We're up by, 20 points or so. In LA, I think this is something that I gotta talk about, because when they traded Karl Anthony Towns, even myself, I was like, I don't know how this team's gonna get better. I don't know how they're gonna improve on last season. They just made it to the Western Conference Finals, and they're trading away a big piece of their team in Karl Anthony Towns. And yes, they're getting back Julius Randle, they're getting back Dante DiVincenzo, but is that going to be enough to even make up for what you just lost in Karl Anthony Towns, let alone make you better? And I think the very interesting thing here is that they're just starting to hit their stride, right? Like early on in the season, they were just kind of mediocre. They were a 500 team in the West, which, being a 500 team in the West doesn't really get you that far, right? That's probably a play-in spot, the Timberwolves lucked out. They almost did have to go through the play-in, right? But they lucked out. They secured the 6th seed, ended the season 49-33, and that's in big part because they ended the season going 8-1. From March 28th to April 13th, the last game of the season, they only lost one game. So very impressive stuff that's going on here. And I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing in the playoffs, right, is how Ant is leading the team. Because Ant is really taking it upon himself to get guys involved, make plays when he needs to for himself. And that's really showing. There's a new level of maturity on the court that I'm seeing with Ant that we did not see last season. And it's like this dude really just picks things up so quickly, right? Like you can already tell that he understands the intricacies of the playoffs a little bit more. And going against the Lakers in the first round with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, not an easy thing to do, right? And that's not even mentioning Austin Reeves, who's having an incredible season. It's very interesting to see how things have gone on here. And I can't give all the credit to Ant. I think Jaden McDaniels also has been incredible. He had a 30-point game in game 3, I believe. So there's a lot to like here, and I did not personally see this coming. Right. And it's very well possible. I mean, honestly, I'm on the side now that the Timberwolves are probably going to win this series. I genuinely don't think the Lakers are going to win this series. And I think that's okay. I think, Luka came to Lakers midseason. I don't think the Lakers are going to make it past this series at this point. Honestly, I really don't. I have a lot more faith in the Timberwolves. And the series has been, a little bit more back and forth. I would say game 3 was the closest game we've seen. It was kind of like, Lakers really had what they need to do in game 2. They really got blown out in game 1. So it's been very lopsided, and I think it's starting to even out. But I think the Timberwolves are just coming together at the right time, and they've been together all season. Right? They had that big trade with Cat. Obviously, that happened, I think, in September or October. But they've had all season to play with each other. This Lakers team is very new, right? Luka Doncic has only been there for a little over 2 months. So, it's hard to win a championship with a team that's newly constructed at the deadline, basically. You really change the entire outlook and, just dynamic of your team by trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. They're two very different players, two very, very good players, but two very different players at the same time. So you have to change the way you're coaching them. So JJ Redick is tasked with that challenge. LeBron has to learn how to play with Luka Doncic. It's another ball dominant guy. Anthony Davis was not as ball dominant nearly as Luka Doncic is. So I just think the Timberwolves have a better chance based on how their team interacts with one another on the court I think the Timberwolves have a better chance to secure this series and win. But they really are just surprising us, in my opinion. I don't think a lot of people expected this. I think a lot of people expected, the Timberwolves are going up against the Lakers first round. There's no way they're going to win this series. And genuinely, I think the Timberwolves are going to win this series. They're going to move on to the next round. And they might continue to surprise us. But I think I can say that when Cat got traded, a lot of people looked at the Timberwolves like they're giving up. They don't really care about winning. And this is going to be a severe regression that they are going to, succumb to. They're not going to be a consistent, high-seeded playoff team like they were the season prior. And even if they finish lower in the seedings, this season, it seems like they're still providing that fight, and they still know how to navigate the playoffs correctly. And they might be in store for a deep run. Who knows? So that's really it, though. I want to know what you guys think about the Timberwolves. Do you think they are going to continue to surprise us and show us what they can do and move forward in the playoffs? Do you think Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo and Naz Reid, Jaden McDaniels, all these guys, do you think they can do what needs to be done to get back to where they were last season in the Western Conference Finals? Or, let me know if you saw this coming all along. Did you not think Cat was going to be an issue being off of this team? Did you think they were going to be even better than they were before? Do you think they were going to advance further in the playoffs than they did before? I want to know your thoughts. So please leave some comments down below and let's talk, because I love talking to you guys. So appreciate you guys tuning in. That's all I got for today. I'm going to check you later. Stay safe, stay up, stay blessed, stay humble, handle business, stand on business. Peace out.